Welcome to class. Hey everyone, welcome back to the 21-Day Yoga Habit with me, Erin Motz. Today, we're taking a break after yesterday's class and we're doing a yoga cool down. Now, I'm going to suggest a block as an optional prop. It's not mandatory. It'll just enhance what we're doing, but like I said, not mandatory. So we're going to start with a little bit of a different kind of breathwork meditation, one that I have been loving lately because it gives kind of busy minds something to do, something to focus on, like almost like a problem to solve. So yes, it's the best. So I like to sit up on a block lately when I'm meditating, but I just want you to be comfortable. So you can have a block, don't have a block, just sit in a comfortable position for you, and then let the eyes close. So before we jump right into focusing on our breath and getting into this meditative state, I want you just to focus on your physical body. Focus on relaxing each little area of your physical being. So we're paying a special attention to the face, the forehead, behind the eyes, and definitely down into the neck and shoulders. Focusing on becoming more and more still. Not because you're restricting your movement, but because you're falling into a space where you're comfortable and you're letting that fidgetiness just drop away. For some of us, this will be easier than for others, but just listen. So throughout the day, our heart rate varies quite a bit. So even if it's on, there's a median line and it kind of stays around this middle point, it's really erratic on a micro level. And it doesn't mean there's anything wrong. It's completely, the healthiest people have heart rates that vary that much. But for the purpose of this meditation, I want you to think about your heart rate. Now, some of us can actually feel our heartbeat. Again, it doesn't mean one thing or another if you can or you can't. Actually, people with anxiety can often feel their heart rate very easily compared to with people who don't. But as you get more and more still, you'll start to notice moments of your heartbeat. So maybe it's just you feel the pulse in your fingertips. Maybe you feel your heartbeat actually in your chest. But I want you to envision this pattern that your heart has, or feel it if you can feel it. And sometimes you notice a very, very slight tick upwards in speed or downwards, like it slows down a little bit when you exhale, speeds up a tiny bit when you inhale. With each breath out, imagine just gently erasing those variables, that variable speed. with your breath, using your breath, controlling your heart rate. So it stays steady, so it stays even. And again, this is not a correction at all. It just serves as a reminder that our minds and our bodies are connected, that we can tap into this connection at any time. Each breath out suppresses the speed a little bit. And just taking the effort out of it for a moment, letting the heart rest. And take one more breath in and out. And let the eyes open. Now, of course, we don't have to keep this exact rhythm that we've created, but we're just going to move in this same really easy kind of pattern and rhythm. So go ahead and make sure your block is near you. We're going to come down for a supported bridge. So you have options. You can either keep, if you don't have a block, you can come to a very low bridge, just as we normally would here. We're just kind of letting your hips hang. If you do have a block, I want you to slide it underneath the lowest part of your back, kind of where the sacrum is. Then just let the feet stay here. Arms can be down at the sides. And as we move through poses that are still, you can bring your focus, your attention back to that kind of breath. Focusing on the heart rate, on slowing it down. Take one more breath in. And on the exhale, slowly lower the hips. If you have a block, just slide it out and slowly take it down. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Shift your weight around a little bit. Gradually reach for the insides of the feet to find happy baby pose. Bend the knees deeply, lengthen the tailbone towards the front of your mat. And take one more breath here. Exhale, feet together, knees together. Go ahead and rock up so you end up on your hands and knees. in kind of a, I'm going to call it like a loose tabletop pose. So you're not going to necessarily really focus on engaging the core here. It's just enough to kind of, I don't know, prop yourself up. So pressing into the hands, you can kind of relax the belly a little bit. Don't go full cow pose, but just kind of soften through the center. And then you're just going to sway. Turn the head right. Turn the head left. Turn the head right. Turn the head left. Right. Left. Go one more each way. And bring it back to neutral. Tuck the toes under and sit it back. Downward facing dog. Relax the head, the neck, the shoulders. And from here, we're going to move right into pigeon. So look forward. We'll bring the left knee forward first. So take your time. Slide the knee up. Right leg comes back. Of course, you can stay propped up. We're not super, super warm, so don't expect yourself to be able to do, the deepest version of this that you know how. So maybe you stay on the hands, maybe come down to the elbows, but find a variation, as usual, that you can sustain, that works. Also notice if you tend to dump your weight into the left leg, like forward, and see if you can pull your hips back a little bit. Take a couple more breaths here. And gradually walk the hands in. Take your time, tucking the back toes. You can eventually find downward facing dog. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So when you're ready, take your time. Bring the right knee forward. Left leg slides back. Maybe you stay on the elbows, or maybe you stay on the hands, maybe come down to the elbows. It's all entirely up to you. Again, noticing if you tend to shift your weight forward, and instead see if you can slide the hips back, slide the weight back. And take a couple more breaths here. Inhale, lift the chest. Instead of coming back to down dog, I want you to swing the left leg around. Extend your left leg straight out. Bring your right foot to the inside of the left. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, just gently fold forward. Just a nice, easy stretch. Looking for ways to go easier on your body instead of more challenging. Inhale, lift up. Just switch sides. Right leg out, left leg in. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, fold straight down. So I'm folding straight over onto my right leg, not necessarily at an angle, but as long as you feel good, you feel something in the calf and in the hamstring, you're good to go. You might even feel this in your back. Inhale, lift the chest. Go ahead and cross the legs comfortably. Find a nice, easy seat. Just facing me, let the shoulders relax down again. Eyes closed. Take a minute to tap back in to your heart rate. Noticing it get a little easier to drop in. Maintaining this steadiness. On your next breath in, gently sweep the arms up overhead. And pressing the hands together, exhale them right down to the heart center. Let the eyes open. Namaste. Just wanted to thank you again for joining me for class, and also remind you that the full 21-day series lives inside Bad Yogi Studio, as does over 200 something classes and over 100 hours worth of yoga. When you sign up now, you also get 2 weeks for free, so definitely take advantage. Head to studio.badyogi.com and I'll see you inside.